Ayubowan. It's day 23 of our 25 days of Christmas recipes from around the world, and today we will be exploring Sri Lanka with Breudher. Let's get started. Breudher is a rich, yeasted bread that's almost a mix between bread and cake. Breudher comes from Dutch colonial influence in Sri Lanka, particularly in the 17th and 18th centuries. The word Breudher finds its roots in the Dutch word for bread, and Sri Lanka was first introduced to yeasted pastries by the Dutch. Sri Lanka was also introduced to Christianity by both the Dutch and the Portuguese, which is how they came to develop Christmas traditions in the first place. Certain rich ingredients such as butter, eggs, and sugar were used sparingly throughout the year and were only seen in abundance during the holidays. As a result, Breudher became one of these celebratory foods that were reserved for special occasions, particularly Christmas. Breudher was also a social food, something that Sri Lankans would offer guests and friends, something that they could slice and share. Therefore, it was natural that Breudher became a staple for Sri Lankans to enjoy around the Christmas season. Sri Lankan Breudher was not a wholly Dutch confection, however. Sri Lankan influences led to rosewater and spices being incorporated for subtle flavoring, and a denser crumb in the final product. To this day, Sri Lankans who celebrate Christmas view Breudher as a must-have during the season, and it is a common sight in many bakeries throughout the month of December. As for the baking process, the recipe I used highly recommended an aging time for the fruit mix. I made the sugar syrup one day in advance, and then I mixed it with the raisins and peel to rest for a whole week. Then I was able to add that fruit mix to the rest of the ingredients when I baked the Breudher today. Was the wait worth it? Absolutely. This really is a combination between a cake and a bread. The texture is sort of akin to a banana or zucchini bread, and the flavor from that aged fruit mix is nice and strong. 9.2. Thank you for watching, and tomorrow make sure to join me for Christmas Eve as we visit Central Europe one last time. Api Amuemu.